to rename yourself in your display as regulated country name underscore class underscore your full name.
During the program, we kindly request you to activate your camera and keep your microphone muted, unless you are requested to speak. Once again, we kindly inform you to rename yourself in your display as regulated. Country name, underscore class, underscore your full name.
During the program, we kindly request you to activate your camera and keep your microphone mute unless you are requested to speak.
So, Zanu, are you excited for today?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's great to hear. And of course, if all of the participants here are also excited for today, we kindly request you to activate your camera and keep your microphone muted, unless, of course, you're requested to speak.
And we also kindly inform you to rename yourself in your display as regulated country name underscore class underscore your full name.
Before we begin, let's have a minute for this message.
Ini Adit, dari kecil udah bikin 200 lagu yang denger cuman keluarganya, tetangga, dan kucing piaraannya yang suka rengginang. Malam itu, dia bikin lagu, unggah ke internet, lalu duar, viral. Ini Firdaus, bapaknya petani kaya, tapi cuman warisin dia sapi-sapi stres. Ternyata, lagu Adit punya nada yang bikin sapi rileks banget. Tak lama, Firdaus jualan online. Langsung sold out di mana-mana. Susu Firdaus juga diminum Tika, yang bukan cuma kasih dia tenaga, tapi juga api membara. Dance sekalipun dilakuin semua orang, termasuk Nenek Anissa. Saya mau dia main film kita.
Nenek Anissa, nonton film sudah jutaan. Mana rasanya?
Buka semua peluang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning.
The Honorable Head of School Management, Professor Dr. Ahmad Sofyan Hanif, MPD.
The Honorable Principal of SMP Lab School Kebayoran, Mrs. Yati Suwartini, MPD, and the staffs as well as principals of Lab School Junior High and Senior High.
The respectable Chair Lady of Parents and Teachers Association, Mrs. Nining Gamawan.
The Excellency Chief of Commission of UNESCO, Professor Dr. Arif Rahman, MPD.
The Honorable Delegates and Speakers.
The Honorable Teachers, guest teachers, parents, and the dearest friends.
It is an honor and privilege to have your presence today in this wonderful event, Labs International Cultural Day 2022.
Labs International Cultural Day is one of the sub-events of ACEX, stands for Art, Culture, Education, and Sports Exhibition. Labs International Cultural Day allow us students of SMP Lab School Kebayoran to learn culture, values, and customs of different nations, presented by selected speakers representing their countries. These classroom interactive sharing sessions will hopefully raise students' deep understanding towards culture of a nation.
But for now, allow us to introduce all the delegates. Please welcome the first from Slovakia. We have Mr. Jaroslav Chlebo.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Yaroslav Chlebo. Mr. Yaroslav Chlebo is the ambassador of Slovakia.
Yes, may I say a few words at the beginning, or should I wait for a while?
Sure, sir.
Okay. First of all, let me express our thanks on behalf of all the community of either embassies or representatives of the other nations here in Indonesia for inviting us for today's event. It is really very punctual activity which is conducted especially in this time because mostly you, not we as elderly people, but you are confined to your house and the teaching process is still interrupted and you are losing quite a lot. So by utilizing modern technology, we can at least partly overcome that burden you are facing. In any case, this event provides us opportunity to inform you as a new generation and future leaders of the world about the differences in the culture and whatever arrangement in the different countries. And that's very important because today diverse and complex world requires mutual knowledge about whatever is on the opposite side of the globe. So I do hope that today's event will enhance your knowledge and will encourage you to know more about the foreign countries and foreign people. I do hope that all the friends of mine will be able to provide you whatever you need, and I'm looking forward for the interactive session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yaroslav Chlebo. The next one we have from Italy, Ms. Maria Battaglia. Ms. Maria Battaglia is currently working for Italian Institute of Culture.
Sir, from the United Kingdom, we have Mr. James Clear.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for inviting me today. I think I share the views of our friend, the ambassador from Slovakia, about it's really great to see this kind of activity, and we really hope this is a good learning experience for you all today.
Thank you, Mr. James Clear. Mr. James Clear is currently the manager of English Language Services, British Council Indonesia Foundation.
Next one we have from South Africa, Mr. Inayat Hassan and Ms. Katliho Muroshi.
Good morning to all of you, and thank you for inviting me to this cultural event. And we're looking forward to engage with you and to interact and to provide you with some information about South Africa, about the African continent, and we're looking forward to participating in this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Inayat Hassan is the first Secretary of Politics from the Embassy of South Africa.
Next up, from South Korea, we have Ms. Song Ju.
Selamat pagi, everyone. I'm Ji Song from the Embassy of the Republic of Korea. First, I would like to say thank you to Lab School for inviting me to this International Culture Day. I hope today's session to be fruitful and productive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Song Ju is the second secretary from the Embassy of Republic of South Korea.
Last but not least, we have from France, Ms. Emma Taito.
Hi everyone, do you hear me well? Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Perfect. Good morning everyone. That's a pleasure and an honor to be here today. I'm really delighted to participate to this Culture Day. I know it's special for you, even though it's online this year because of the particular circumstances. Yeah, I hope it's going to be fun, and I hope that you guys are going to be very interested into French culture, and I'm really looking forward to share with you all some fun contents. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Emma Teito. Ms. Emma Teito is the Project Manager for Education Institute Francais Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's cheer for all the delegates.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the dearest friends, let us begin this program with a welcome speech presented by the head of the Student Council.
Please welcome Kinantia Putri. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Ryan and Zanu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable Head of School Management, Professor Dr. Ahmad Sofyan Hanif, MPD. The Honorable Principal of SMP Lab School Kebayoran, Mrs. Yati Swartini, MPD, and staffs as well as principals of Lab School Junior High and Senior High. The respectable Chair Lady of Parents and Teachers Association, Mrs. Nining Gamawan. The Excellency Chief of Commission of UNESCO, Professor Dr. Arif Rahman, MPD. The Honorable Delegates and Speakers, the Honorable Teachers, guest teachers, parents, and the dearest friends. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. Hello, my name is Kinantia Putri, Lab School Kebayoran Junior High School's 2021-2022 Student Council President. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share a little story before I begin. Long ago, thousands of years in the past, lived people of the Yunnan clan from China. They walked a prosperous life until they decided to move south, following the fleeting wind. Then they came across new land, filled with curious flora and fauna. That land is Indonesia. Soon enough, brothers and sisters from all corners of the young earth came rejoicing, settling down. For a long time, humans didn't make contact and establish relationships with each other. Though our natural sense of curiosity and never-ending thirst for discovery quickly proves that interaction is a living necessity for us. There is more where that came from, but our ancestors probably did not expect what would become of their once small and secluded settlements. Routines, rituals, traditions that they once kept to themselves are now shared with numerous other individuals. As the people advance, so does technology. Webinars, talk shows, and various online video content are hosted on the internet, and they garner massive audiences. We now have a tool that connects people across continents. Lab School Kebayoran Junior High School displays that spirit of learning and gathering through a sub-event held within ACEX 2022, which is Lab's International Cultural Day. For those of you who are attending LICD for the first time, let me paint you a brief picture of what to expect. During offline periods, students go all out to decorate their classes with ornaments signifying their assigned country's cultures. Guest speakers also fly out to physically meet and share knowledge with the students of Lab Sky Junior High. With the unexpected circumstances of the pandemic, we had to get a little bit creative in order to substitute certain activities. We now encourage collaboration and competition among students through video making contests. The sharing sessions will be held online, but the overall experience won't be so much different. I believe that students, along with our wonderful guest speakers, will have fruitful interactions. LICD is a learning hub, organized by dedicated student and teacher committees, and hosted by cultural experts. Use this chance to learn and challenge yourself to ask critical questions. I would like to thank our wonderful LICD committee for putting together and overseeing this event, Mr. Aji Ramdhani for guiding the student committee, the entirety of the ACEX 2020 committee, teachers, parents, and students for your never-ending support. And of course, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the guest speakers, Mr. Klebo, Ms. Batalia, Mr. Clear, Mr. Hassan, Ms. Morosi, Ms. Song, and Ms. Teto for taking time out of your busy days and coming out here to share your stories with Lapsky Junior High School students and faculty. Let us all actively participate in this year's LICD. Stay curious and enjoy the event. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Before we continue to the next agenda, allow us to greet our special guest. We would like to welcome Ms. Maria Battaglia. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Kinan, for your wonderful welcome. Coming up next is a speech titled Harmony Through Unity in Diversity, presented by our dearest 7th grader. Please welcome Diandra Azarla Danandi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Our principal, Ibu Yati Swartini, MPD, teachers, staff, guest speakers, and my beloved friends. My name is Diandra Zarla Danandi from 7E, and I'm standing here before you today to share my thoughts about harmony through unity and diversity. United we stand, divided we fall. A famous quote said by one of my favorite Greek storytellers, Aesop, in many of his fables. The word unity can be defined as a state of being united or joined with one another. Diversity means difference. I like to say that we're all like a huge joint family who battles all problems together. Indonesia is a perfect example of unity and diversity. As we all know, it is a country with many diversity. With its many islands, Indonesia is a home to various ethnicities, cultures, traditions, and even languages. But these diversities are what makes Indonesia unique, amazing, special, and makes Indonesia, well, Indonesia. Even our ancestors understood the importance of unity and the significant role it plays in creating a peaceful world. It was during the region of the Majapahit Empire in the 14th century when Empu Tantular wrote the Kakawin Sutasoma poem, in which he coined the term Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which actually means unity in diversity in Sanskrit. This was a time when the only major difference among the people of the empire was some were Hindu while others were Buddhist. Let's put that aside and fast forward to 1945, when the young leaders of Indonesia were having the first BPU-PKI conference. It was Muhammad Yamin who had proposed Bhinneka Tunggal Ika as the motto of the Republic of Indonesia. Knowing that even though Indonesia is very diverse, it was able to unite together and gain its independence by fighting the colonialists as one. Sukarno then even took it a step further by insisting that Bhinneka Tunggal Ika becomes an integral part of the national symbol, the Garuda Pancasila. And now we can all see it, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, on a ribbon that's stretched at the claws of the Garuda's feet. But diversity isn't only about ethnicities, cultures, and traditions. It can be simple things, such as our lifestyles, eating habits, even our hobbies. We all remain in diverse places, but still, we stand together, and we handle all problems together like a team. And whether you know it or not, we constantly rely on each other. Everyone has certain differences, and we're all unique in our own special ways. These differences is what gives us exposure. People will interact with these differences and respect our different opinions. This concept of unity and diversity is very important and crucial for the progress of human society. We are all unique creatures, but there's always a common thing that exists amongst us, and that is that we're all human. And if we work together in unity, I'm sure we can bring more positive changes to society. That concludes my speech for today. Though you may seem different from the people around you, let's look beyond these diverse differences and strive to become the positive changes that our society needs through cooperation with each other. Thank you, and together we can build a better future. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Diandra. Your speech really touched our hearts.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go on, let us enjoy a video of a flashback of LICD's last years.
We will display the activities during offline and online. Enjoy.
LICD adalah salah satu kenangan tidak terlupakan menurut saya saat ATEX 2020, di mana kami mendekorasi kelas sesuai dengan ciri khas dan negara yang telah dibagikan. Kemudian kami akan datangkan tamu dari negara tersebut. Saya sebagai perwakilan kelas berkumpul di plaza untuk menentukan negara yang nantinya akan kami jadikan tema untuk mendekorasi kelas. Saya dan teman-teman saya langsung mendiskusikan hal-hal yang akan kami gunakan untuk mendekorasi kelas. Karena ada berbagai hal yang perlu disiapkan, mulai dari makanan yang akan kami bawa, poster, perabotan, hingga dekorasi yang sekiranya akan mendukung tema yaitu ciri khas dari negara tersebut.
Saya sangat beruntung ikut sekolah di SMPL Kebayoran. karena memiliki relasi yang sangat luas dan secara global, di mana di dalam acara ini kita dapat menambah wawasan baru tentang berbagai negara di dunia dan mengupas hal-hal yang unik yang belum tentu semua orang tahu.
Terakhir pelajaran itu meja-meja di kelas kita tinggi, semua kita tutup, kita taruh di sebelah tembok biar itu katakannya kosong jadi tempat dekorasi. Ada yang sampai bawa lampu dekorasi, ada yang bawa dekorasi, ada yang bawa souvenir, ada yang bawa boneka-bonekaan dari tempat yang mau dikunjungin. Memang suruh aja gitu, bisa bonding sama kelas dan dekorasi kelas itu seru.
LACD 2022 tahun ini kita harus melaksanakan secara daring. Tentu hal ini tidak akan mengurangi makna dan tujuan kegiatan ini. Kalian bisa belajar banyak hal dari para narasumber seperti budaya, kemudian pendidikannya, dan juga bisa belajar tentang karya dan juga makanan dari negara-negara tersebut. Kita akan jadikan momentum ini sebagai momentum kita untuk terus belajar, momentum kita untuk menggali banyak hal dari para narasumber yang hadir di kita di SMP Lab School Kebayoran dalam langkah LACD 2022. Tetap semangat, sehat selalu. Mari kita sukseskan LACD 2022. Salam sehat, Lab School Jaya, Jaya, Jaya.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now listen to a speech by our principal, Mrs. Yati Swartini, MPD. To our beloved Ibu Yati, the floor is yours, Ibu.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, guest speakers, teachers, parents, and students. All praise belong to Allah, God Almighty, the most loving, the most merciful. No nation and ethnics are seen different, but to their devotion to Allah the Great. Promoting tolerance and understanding cultural diversity among countries, SMP Lab School Kebayoran is proud to present Lab School International Culture Day 2022. This event provides students an opportunity to learn from the delegation of a number of nations from various continents. In this occasion, we would like to greet the delegates of Slovakia with Mr. Jaroslav Klebo, from Italy with Miss Maria Battaglia, from United Kingdom with Mr. James Clear, from South Africa with Mr. Inayat Hassan and Miss Katleho Morosi, from South Korea with Miss Sung Ji Hoi, from France with Miss Emma Tato. Dear delegates, this program is conducted to provide students real experience with international cultural diversity and hence cultivate the feelings of tolerance, value, and unity. Such experience will also enrich students' awareness regarding the part of harmony in diversity, which eventually will make the world a better place to live in. We wish to express our sincere gratitude to all parties of the enormous support, assistance in making this program run successfully. We address our gratitude to the Assistant of Parent Association of SMP Lab School Kebayoran, School Management of Encouragement Indonesia, School Management for Encouragement, Indonesia National Commission for UNESCO for the support, and our beloved dedicated students. We truly are very pleased and delighted. Dear Honorable guests and students, let us enjoy learning to live together in diversity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Ibu Yati.
Let us now listen to a speech by the head of School Management Board, Professor Dr. Ahmad Sofyan Hanif, MPD.
Professor Sofyan, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, and you all to participate to Lab School International Culture Day. As an academic experience, as more gratifying, you just writing paper and wondering about them. Rebel, I'm so glad to welcome to the delegation from different nations in our humble Lab School in Jakarta. We are so glad to the participant in international culture exchange program. The course gave so much opportunity to the student to learn. This program is usually had to elevate student knowledge about the character and culture from a society from different country. Besides, the purpose of this program is to parent students regard their future vision. Representing to the school management, I'm warmly regard and welcome to the delegates, and also then thank for the
Prof, ke mute.
Yes, the representing to the school management, warmly regard to and welcome to the delegation, and also thank to the participant. I hope the corporate can continue and development in the next future with the better prospect. Thank you. Wabillahi taufik wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor Sofyan.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a moment to listen to a speech presented by the Chief of Commission of UNESCO Indonesia and also a prominent national education expert.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Dr. Arif Rahman, MPD. To the dearest Pak Arif, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, we have to thank God the Almighty for His blessing to all of us. And also our salam, our great greeting to Rasulullah our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I would like to welcome Lab School International Cultural Day with the title Respect and Harmony in Diversity. Now, I would like to ask the committee to put my material to the screen. Fostering education for global citizenship. It means in 2012, the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said that every child should be put in school. And we have to improve the quality of learning and also foster global citizenship. Next. Excuse me. Yes, thank you. I've just mentioned that we have to put every child in school, improve the quality of learning, and foster global citizenship. Next. In Sustainable Development Goal number 4, we have to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. And the key features of the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, next, is the implementation strategies based on principles on inclusiveness, participation, transparency, and mutual accountability. The framework for action provides the rationale and shared understanding as well as the indicative strategies for effective implementation. And the 7 specific and measurable target plus the 3 means of implementation. A set of 43 thematic indicators proposed across 4 levels: global, thematic, regional, and national. Could you put my material on the screen, please? Thank you. And country ownership. The target by 2030, we have to ensure that all girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education, leading to relevant and effective learning outcomes, and ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality early childhood development, care, and pre-primary education so that they are ready for primary education. And also ensure equal access for all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education, including university. Next, by 2030, substantially increase the number of youth and adults who have relevant skills, including technical and vocational skills for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. Eliminate gender disparities in education and ensure equal access to all levels of education and vocational training for the vulnerable, including persons with disabilities, indigenous people, and children, and vulnerable situations. And ensure that all youth and substantial proportion of adults, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. And also by 2030, we have to ensure that all learners acquire the knowledge and the skills needed to promote sustainable development, including, among others, through education for sustainable development and sustainable lifestyles, human rights, gender equality, promotion of a culture of peace and nonviolence, global citizenship, and appreciation of cultural diversity and of culture's contribution to sustainable development. Now, UNESCO roles to support SDG 4 in Education 2030 is advocacy for political commitment and ensure and resource mobilization, capacity development, policy dialogue, and active knowledge sharing, standard setting, facilitating South and triangular cooperation, convening global, regional, and national stakeholders, monitoring progress through work of the UIS and Global Education Monitoring Report. And what is global education, citizenship education for? Next is a framing paradigm which encapsulates how education can develop knowledge and skills, values, and attitudes learners need for securing a world which is more just, peaceful, tolerant, inclusive, secure, and sustainable. It represents a conceptual shift in that it recognizes the relevance of education in understanding and resolving global issues in their social, political, cultural, economical, environment dimension. It also acknowledged the role of education in moving beyond the development of knowledge and cognitive skills to build values, soft skills, and attitudes among learners that can be facilitate international cooperation and promote social transformation. UNESCO articulated 3 core conceptual dimensions for implementing the global education development. First is the cognitive, second is the socio-emotional, and third is the behavioral skills. Jadi yang paling penting ini adalah pengetahuan, lalu kematangan emosi, juga kemampuan bersikap dengan baik. To act effectively and responsibly at local, national, and global level for a more peaceful and sustainable world. Tujuannya adalah untuk dunia yang damai. Mengapa global citizenship education ini untuk apa? Nations are now part of the global community. Jadi negara-negara ini adalah masyarakat dunia with political and economic and social cultural diversity. Movement of people worldwide. Banyak orang yang berangkat ke Amerika, ke Australia, ke Eropa. Increasing interdependence and interconnectedness of people and places. Understanding and places and growing interconnectedness and foster international intercultural understanding and a certain level of mutual benefits. Jadi banyak orang yang pergi kemana-mana untuk mendapatkan keuntungan yang setara. Active global citizens concerned not only with building a society that meet their own rights and well-being, but also the rights and well-being of all other peoples. Jadi semua masyarakat di dunia ini harus dijamin kesehatannya, kedamaiannya, dan juga pekerjaannya. Generate engagement through civic actions in the public domain to promote a better world and future based on human rights, democracy, justice, non-discrimination, diversity, and sustainability. Jadi perlu diperhatikan hak asasi manusia, demokrasi, keadilan, dan tidak ada diskriminasi. Kebinekaan harus dipertahankan. Education for global citizenship can support a wide range of school improvement priorities and educational outcomes. That is because it involves a well of real life context for learning, which can inspire learners and raise their motivation and attainment. Jadi pendidikan itu harus merangsang dan bisa memotivasi untuk mendapatkan yang lebih jauh dan lebih baik, dan meningkatkan keterampilan, bisa berpikir kritis di dalam komunikasi. So developing skills in critical and creative thinking, reasoning, and communication. The wide range of participatory teaching and learning methodologies, jadi guru-guru di dalam mengajar metodenya harus banyak, to support learners' acquisition of such skills, untuk memberikan murid-murid bisa mencapai keterampilannya, as well as their understanding of the global context of their lives, supaya mereka mengerti kehidupan mereka sebagai warga dunia. The content of education for global citizenship, jadi isinya dari pendidikan untuk menjadi warga negara dunia should include the following education. Harus termasuk di dalamnya hak asasi manusia, human rights education, education for international understanding, untuk pemahaman antar warga dunia, education for a culture of peace, pendidikan untuk perdamaian, education for non-violence, tidak ada juga tindakan-tindakan yang biadab, yang tidak berpendidikan, and intercultural education, dan pendidikan antar budaya. What paradigm of is being accessed? Citizen of the world beyond reading and numeracy. Jadi di luar membaca dan pandai menghitung, there is a variety skills of values across the learning domains that children and youth need to succeed as citizens of the world. Jadi mungkin tidak cukup pelajaran di sekolah, tetapi harus ada juga pelajaran-pelajaran di luar sekolah. A measure of such skills and values could include environmental awareness, pemahaman tentang lingkungan, collaborative problem solving, menyelesaikan masalah bersama-sama, social responsibility, tanggung jawab sosial, information and communication technology, teknologi informasi dan komunikasi, and digital skills, dan keterampilan digital. A national strategy for the implementation in Indonesia is to ensure the policy regulation. Jadi yang penting ada kebijakan to promote through the formal and non-formal education. Dan ini harus diterapkan di sekolah seperti di SMP, Lab School Kebayoran. To equip educators with the competence to include the GCED in their teaching. Jadi guru-guru di dalam mengajar juga harus memasukkan hal ini. And ensure and strengthening cooperation. Strengthen cooperation partnership and with the other partners in UNESCO to promote research on the development of GCED. Jadi mungkin harus ada penelitian, research. Sebagai penutup, Global Citizenship Education mencari dan mengembangkan develop citizens who have the value, yang mempunyai nilai-nilai kehidupan, sikap, attitude, pengetahuan, knowledge, capacities, keterampilan, and skills to actively and responsibly participate in all dimensions of societal development at local, national, and global level. Jadi terlibat di dalam kegiatan-kegiatan lokal, nasional, maupun dunia. To promote a critical consciousness and understanding of the root causes of multiple conflicts in local, national, and global levels. Kita harus paham apa sih sebetulnya akar dari adanya konflik-konflik itu. Karena itu kita harus menguasai local and national realities, mengetahui realita di dalam kehidupan ini. To empower citizens to engage in personal and social action. Kita harus mendorong supaya semua warga itu terlibat di dalam kehidupan masyarakat, to build a peaceful, untuk membuat dunia yang damai, just, adil, compassionate, mempunyai semangat yang tinggi, loving, saling mencintai, respectful, saling menghormati, inclusive, tidak diskriminatif, dan sustainable, dan bisa hidup untuk kehidupan yang berkelanjutan. Demikian materi dari saya di dalam judul Fostering Education for Global Citizenship. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak Arif. That is truly inspiring.
Before we continue to the next agenda, we kindly invite Pak Arif and all speakers to have photo sessions with the principal, Ibu Yati, and the other honorable guests. Dear host, will you spotlight them all, please?
Ibu Yati dan
Iya,
anak,
Bapak.
saya boleh pamit ya?
Pak, sebentar foto dulu ya, Pak.
Oh ya, boleh.
Ya, sebentar lagi di spotlight ya, Pak.
Bu Nining. From the Embassy of South African, Mrs. Jalbo, and also James Clear from the British Council. And also from the embassy, Madame Xiao, and also from the French embassy. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va?
Ça va, merci. Et vous?
Okay, so everyone, please keep on smiling. We're gonna take the photo in 1, 2, and 3. Yes, keep smiling, everyone, until Zuhur time. Just checking. Okay. All right, host, have you done taking the pictures? Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Au revoir.
Terima kasih
Au revoir.
Bapak.
From the
revoir.
Sulawesi.
Now, let us take a moment to enjoy an art performance. We proudly present to you Indonesian traditional dance, Suara Tari, performed by traditional dance community of Lab School Kebayoran Junior High. Enjoy.
Dikala ku
That was such an amazing dance, don't you think?
Yes, indeed. And actually, I've read that the dance tells us about how rich Indonesian dance and music and basically culture are.
Now, let's watch the compilation of the LICD videos from each class. Each class is given one country as the theme, and they will share what they know best about the country's unique icons. Enjoy!
Cinque Terre is a unique city with its colorful buildings.
Italy has a parliamentary government.
Italians are very satisfied with their family relations.
The economy of Italy is the third largest national economy in the European Union.
Italy has a very long history of sports.
Italy has been a democratic republic since 2nd June.
Every country has its own unique traditions and culture. Italy is no exception.
It's teaser time.
Tower of London is one of the most iconic cities.
The London Eye or the Millennium Wheel is a candle that
The Kingdom of England was a kingdom on the island of Great Britain from the 12th.
United by head the standing from the Kingdom of England.
One of the most interesting kings in English history is Henry.
England is considered the birthplace of football. This assumption is based on historical evidence and the existence of the oldest football.
Hello, my name is Bray and
Hello, my name is Yusha Gabriela. Hello, my name is Basabana.
throughout its history, England has produced many church, ancient, and folk music.
Hello everyone, we are Seven Genius, and today we'll be presenting about Canada.
Of which is Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls is Canada's most famous natural tourist attraction, bringing in millions of visitors every year.
One of the most famous foods is maple syrup, which tastes extra spectacular if you eat it with pancakes or waffles.
Canada is also one of the places in which lots of celebrities were born.
The Slovak traditional maypole is a Slovak solo traditional dance for men.
Brinzov Halushki, Vypražani rezen. And last but not least, we have Slovak pancakes.
Diminutive supernatural being in Irish folklore, classed by some as a type of solitary fairy. They are usually depicted as little bearded men wearing a coat and hat who partake in mischief. In later times, they have been depicted as shoemakers who have a hidden pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The leprechaun plays several roles in Irish folklore. He is principally a roguish trickster figure who cannot be trusted and will deceive whenever possible. St. Patrick's Day. Patrick's Day observed the death of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland.
Konnichiwa minasan, we are Class 18, and we represent the country.
Hello everyone! How Australia's geography impacts their culture. They are using sports and arts, which is the core of the ATEX event. Australia has won the Rugby League World Cup already.
Здравейте, казвам се Иван, а това е Фара. Ние сме до 8 клас.
Hello everyone! I'm very excited to see you guys. By the way, what are we gonna do today?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let's now welcome our special guest to the
8E LICD representing Bulgaria.
That was so cool.
Wait, this is a competition, isn't it?
It is, and the class winner will be announced during the ACHEX closing ceremony.
Oh, surely I can't wait.
Oh, neither can I.
Ladies and gentlemen, to sum up this opening in this happy occasion, we would like to invite Mr. Jaroslav Klebo, the ambassador of Slovakia, to give a short speech representing all the speakers today.
To the Honorable Mr. Jaroslav Klebo, the floor is yours.
Can you hear me? There is an unstable internet connection, so unfortunately, I cannot affect that. Hopefully, you can hear me. In any way, if I may say something at the beginning of the presentation, which I prepared for yourself, I have chosen to introduce a little bit about these actually experience that almost everybody thinks, and so therefore
Brian and Zeno, I think Mrs. Jaroslav has just been disconnected. So I guess we just get prepared to prepare ourselves to be inside the break rooms, yeah? So we can just continue to the breakout room sessions.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our opening ceremony in this lovely morning.
We are now coming to the classroom's interactive sharing sessions with speakers.
Kindly reminds to all participants to use your display name for the breakout rooms as regulated. Speaker's country name _class _ your full name.
Once again, kindly remind to all participants to use your display name for the breakout rooms as regulated. Speaker's country name _class _ your full name.
In this occasion, we would like to thank to the sponsorships who have supported us. We have EF.
We have PT Paket Sistem Indonesia.
We have PT Telkomsel.
We have Rumah Sakit IMC.
We have Manarak Berantas Gas Inc.
We have Universitas Pembangunan Pancabudi.
And Tika Collection. We truly hope you enjoy the sessions and wish you a good time.
My name is Zanu.
And my name is Ryan.
We are signing off. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, everyone, so you can have in your breakout room classes. Of course, you may open rooms and hope you have good times with all the guest speakers today.
Ini Adit, dari kecil udah bikin 200 lagu yang denger cuman keluarganya, tetangga, dan kucing yang suka rengginang. Malam itu, dia bikin lagu, unggah ke internet, lalu duar, viral. Ini Firdaus, bapaknya petani kaya, tapi cuman warisin dia sapi-sapi stres. Ternyata lagu Adit punya nada yang bikin sapi rileks banget. Tak lama, Firdaus jualan online. Langsung sold out di mana-mana. Susu Firdaus juga diminum Tika yang bukan cuma kasih dia tenaga, tapi juga api membara. Dance sekalipun dilakuin semua orang, termasuk Nenek Anissa. Saya mau dia main film kita.
Nenek Anissa, nonton film sudah jutaan. Gimana rasanya?
Buka semua peluang.
Zano, Ryan, thank you very much ya. Sekarang Zano boleh istirahat dulu. And Ryan, semangat ya. Kamu sekarang jadi moderator ya. Oke, boleh gabung kelasnya. Boleh minum dulu untuk persiapan lu jadi moderator ya. Untuk teman-teman yang sudah ada notifikasi breakdown-nya, boleh masuk ke mereka.
Okay, so I don't have to move. No.
Yes, for all the guest speakers, if you have got some notifications in Zoom that you will be directed to breakout rooms, you just click join or OK, and then you will be directly moved to the breakout rooms. Thank you.
Bululu.
Iya. Izin live dulu ya.